Academics is a weirdo. I don't understand why he does like this. Now, here's the thing about Rory, right? That I find hilarious. Every day when it come to white folks that occupy any type of space within hip hop or any type of space within anything black, I'm always thinking to myself, is today the day? Is it finally gonna happen? I'm waiting. I'm always waiting. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on Jack Harlow. I'm like Dokes in the background waiting on Dexter to fuck up. I'm waiting on you to fuck up. I'm waiting on you to make the improper move and for niggas to expose you. I know it happened. I just can't prove it just yet. That's all. It's there. Every one of you niggas. It's there. You think he will sue him or not? Bro, we are way past suing. If you posting a photo of me hanging out with my daughter on some weirdo private investigator shit, I think we're past me being rational enough to handle this in the court. I'm gonna be honest. That's just me, but shout out to him if he handled it like that. But all of you white niggas, this is you. This is what I see anytime I see a white hip-hop commentator, a white rapper, a white voice speaking on anything having to do with black in any capacity or any person of color. Like, this is just what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on it. And I'm not happy. I'm not Birdman hand rubbing in the background, but I'm definitely like, yo, there are not this many tweets that should show up when someone searches weave under a white nigga's post. You want it to be caught. You wanted to be seen for this years later because you knew you would get sick of podcasting 15 years before you started it. You knew it. You knew it. Why are there this many tweets about weave from this nigga? This is one page. You wanted me to see this years later, and now that I'm seeing it, I haven't even read them. Weave. It's just weave. What do you mean? Weave is better than what? I don't mind a woman with weave, but the lace fronts have gotta go, B. The lace fronts have gotta go, B. He talking to y'all. He ain't talking to me. He talking to y'all. I never wore a weave in my life. Never owned a lace front. It is what it is. Dude that lives in the dorm next to me grew a whole beard overnight. It must be beard weave. This one not even that bad. Why did they put that in there? Men are quick to say they prefer women without weave until they see her without it. I feel like this is a case of being too comfortable around the niggas. We done had you around for a couple outings. You done had drinks with us. You done smoked a couple. You know what I'm saying? You done passed it around. We done gone out together. You might have had Thanksgiving at a colored person's house a couple times. You like, yo, nah, I got the sauce. I know what I'm doing. They trust me. I can get this off on social media at this point, you know. Can I explain the weave shit to you? I'm Mexican. Keep being Mexican, bro. I'm not saying shit to you. Don't get my words twisted. I prefer a woman that looks good without weave. Damn. He deep in it. You would swear Rory just black. Yeah, he got some, I don't know what his deal with weave is. I don't know. Let's see what the next one is. It's still on weave. I thought it was one page. Wait, I didn't. Wait, you mean to tell me these are 4 pages of weave? What the fuck? Why did you type in coconut? This is why I tell y'all niggas are weird. Why are you looking up what Rory from the Joe Budden podcast thinks about coconut? Coconut what? White people can't say the word coconut? Fuck wrong with coconut oil? Why did he tweet this so many times? This can't be the worst of the tweets, because I'm going to be honest. It's not cancelable. I'm going to be honest. Unless he was like super different and decided, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to use the coconut oil as like a lubricant, which is either broke or really, really freaked out, and I don't want to know which one. Yo, space has got to be the worst thing that ever happened to people, bro.
Black baby trying to put.
I have never heard a good conversation on spaces ever. I don't know when they introduced spaces either, but since its infancy, it's never been a good moment on spaces. What about just washing my hair though? Save that white boy fantasy for someone else. I'm not cutting any weave out of your hair. I blame black people though. I blame y'all. This all happens because, look, you see something like this, right? In 2015, save that white boy fantasy for someone else. I'm not cutting any weave out of your hair. I don't know how much animosity you have toward weave at this point, but to publicly say this in 2015, and then other niggas or nigga adjacent or nigga variants ask you questions about it in a joking manner, I blame blacks. Y'all letting these people feel way too comfortable. For him to post these things on the net that means that he knows enough of his family or enough of his friends also follow him at this time. He's probably got enough black ones to be able to pull him to the side and be like, you know what the fuck you talking about? I blame you niggas, bro. He got a black girlfriend, black wife or something like that, I think. I don't know. I just know that this is the pipeline. Y'all all end up looking like this. I don't think it's even avoidable for a white person of any type of influence to go through this at some point. You got to be a rarity. It's more rare to not, or it's more rare to see people that don't have this controversy in their Caucasian than those who don't. I hope I said that the right way, but if I didn't, you know what I mean.
Is this another example of why hip-hop should be gate-kept? Also, people saying X person should be invited to cookouts and getting the N-word pass.
Bro, there isn't a cookout. That's the thing. That's what's killing me about these terms, bro. Like, y'all white boy and everybody that just likes you in any capacity. There could be a nigga that you see on the subway hearing Tupac for the first time, and he's like bumping his head. You like, oh yeah, nah, he one of us. If you don't sit your bitch ass down, you're not invited because there isn't a cookout. Half of you niggas wouldn't be invited to the cookout if it was a cookout. You not coming? You tripping. That's what you are. You're tripping. What does this mean? Y'all, I think it's the infatuation. It's got to be something. It's the rarity of whites that interacted with black people and like appreciated a bit of their culture for a second that made black people go, you know what? Damn, we got to embrace this nigga full throttle. Give him access to everything. No. I don't trust you, brother. And that's what I will refer to you as. I'm not calling you nigga. I'm calling you brother. That is what you are. I don't know what y'all talk. I don't know what confidence or ego y'all are giving niggas to talk like this in 2015, in 2010, in 2005, or now. I don't understand. What did you tell him to make him feel like that this was okay? I'm asking black because y'all can't come back years later and be like, oh, nah, this crazy. You was saying, okay, like this cool. Somebody somewhere along the way made him feel like this was cool. This was straight. What the fuck we got going on? And I don't know what the obsession with weave is. I don't get it. Weave was starting to fall off in 2015. Not literally, but like figuratively. And literally kind of in some instances. But you get what I'm saying. What?
Whose kids are not eating tonight as a result of those?
I've never in my life, and I never will, watch that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. I forgot the name. Django Unchained. I've never watched that movie. I never will. But when Samuel Jackson is crying over Leonardo DiCaprio's like dead carcass or whatever the fuck is like decaying next to him, like this is what I think of anytime a black person interject when a white person justifiably receives some level of critique for the racist tendencies from 10, 15 years ago. This is exactly what I see. I want to take the wit for them. They're enablers. They're enablers. Why am I surprised? Why am I surprised? We let you listen to the music. You don't get to say XYZ. There was no standard or no line in the sand or no boundary that was addressed ever. So this nigga just get free reign. Even if it's years later and you know it's bad. The bad part about white folks though when it comes to like these situations is that you literally can't take their word. You got to give it time, you know? Now, somebody could sit up here and be like, oh, well, since I've been watching or consuming the Joe Budden podcast or the Rory and Maul podcast, like, I haven't seen anything that was bad coming from Rory. And you could probably say that Rory's not a racist. You could probably say that. But who's to say? When you see moments like this from damn near every white person of influence that occupies a space in anything black. And I say damn near. I'm not saying all of them, but I'm saying damn near. When you see such a level of consistency, why this has to be y'all pipeline, why this has to be y'all origin story damn near, I don't know.
No.
Wait, Rory's in the space?
Anyone that has said that I've called black women ugly or roaches, that's all I've said. I apologize for everything else, but don't ever say that I called black women ugly or...
Yeah, nah, I didn't do that. I just basically said their aesthetics are not, you know, something that I prefer for in a roundabout way. 100% not facts. I didn't call y'all this. I just said that you need to change this, and that, and then we can fuck with each other.
Roaches are
type vibe. I never would call you a roach though, on God. He a Kappa, he literally ingrained himself in blackness, then got this shit off. So wait, hold on, man. This nigga's okay. Wow. This is so much work. He's a Kappa, number one. You went through, what? How do you even go down this pipeline? This shit gotta be genetic. If I find out that you white and something happened, you was in those racial chat rooms, you know, saying showing feet, or whatever the fuck, you know, Doja Cat was doing in 2003. It's okay for me to be like, you know what, dog? I'm off you. Or black niggas to be like, I'm off you. I don't need you to explain. I already understand and know that people go through change, growth, evolution, Stuff happens all the time. Yes, even the people that are in their mid-20s or 30s even, they can undergo growth. Some people have been in a position to become large enough to do enough good with their size and make it a point. Others have kind of skated by and, you know, sat underneath others' coattails. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that could be cool too. It's more of a situation where the good that you do has to outweigh the bad. The positive influence that you've, you know, given to the world or to whatever realm that you occupy has to be better or greater than the bad. And I can't confirm or prove that, considering the Rory and Maul podcast is not the biggest podcast in the world. It's not, unfortunately. Just analytically speaking, there's only so much good you could have done in terms of speaking out loud to outweigh the negative that you put out into the atmosphere back then, at least via social media. So I don't have a rubric to judge off that. Analytically speaking, I feel like you basically kind of evening yourself out. If somebody decides they want to fuck with you, they can. If somebody decided they don't want to fuck with you, they can. I don't feel like this even needs an apology. It's based off the person's interpretation. I don't think that this is defendable or excusable in any way. I'm off you. Not that I was ever on them though. Like I don't know what I didn't even know they had a show. What am I doing to make up with my relationship with Mexicans? I'll be shopping Mexican. I'll be fucking with the Mexicans. Me and the Mexicans really get along despite what you and fucking chat thinks about my relationship with Hispanic people. We always get along, and they genuinely fuck with me. And I will never let a bullet graze past anybody Hispanic hair while I'm in the same vicinity. I'm diving in front of shit in front of niggas. On God. When I say shopping Mexican, I mean I support Hispanic businesses. Ever stop at an ICE? Did I ever stop it? What do you mean by that? I can't just be around when ICE shows up. Wouldn't that look more problematic if I was? What is wrong with y'all? Put it on my granny. Okay. I'll put it on my grandma. Not that it means anything. Nigga think he's Superman. All I said was that I'm cool with the Mexicans. Why are y'all making this a thing? He hates his grandma, chat. I don't hate her. I just don't like her. I just can't take this serious, and you got fucking, who is this from Bleach as an Abby in here, bro? It's like y'all are unserious, man. I've never known about this. I never would have known. Do I care? No. Is it funny? Yeah. And do I care to the extent that it's wrong? Of course, but like, it's another one, chat. Like, who's next is really where I'm at. You know what I'm saying, with the white people in hip hop conversation. I'm just, who's next? When's the next person? You know.